Hello, welcome to Not So Lonely Nights. I am your host, Eridon. Tonight is our nightly review, and tonight we're going to take a look at the 2001 GameCube classic Pikmin. I am playing this on a Wii, but it is the original GameCube release. Not the Wii or I think they recently released it for the Switch as well. But it is neither of those. This is the original that I played as a small child. Sup, Dragon? Always good to see you, even just for a little bit. So, if you've never played Pikmin before, I mean, this is all the story is right here. You were flying your ship trying to return home as Captain Olimar, who then got hit by a wayward asteroid and crash landed on a mysterious planet. And on this planet, he met the Pikmin. Little animal plant hybrid things that follow his every order for unknown reasons. But his ship has crashed, and it can't. My name is Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support systems can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then... No! Better not think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. How do I... I could have sworn there was a way to zoom out the camera. Well, anyway. So day one, you have infinite time, but every other day is about 12 to 15 minutes long. And at the end of each day, you have to return to your ship because the planet is far too hostile at night. And you have to balance all of your time between searching for parts and gathering resources and opening new locations. So right around here should be... there is the first Pikmin ship. Because of course we start with the red Pikmin. So I won't go through the whole trick. Oh, a strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion too. Yep, so their ships are called onions. Now, a fun little trick, especially useful on the first day where you have infinite time, is that if you leave a Pikmin planted long enough, they will change from a leaf to a bud and then to a flower. Each increase is a speed increase as well as a power increase, I believe. The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. The sprout emits a strange light, and it sways back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I am compelled. I must approach it and press A. But we're gonna wait, just so you can see it cycle, but after that I won't waste your time, because there are other ways to make them flower. But yeah, like I said, they go from a leaf, and then finally a flower. Yeah. You also find all kinds of environmental things like the boxes. So if I was playing this purely for... Oh, there it is. If I was playing this game purely for my... playthrough... Maybe the first one doesn't. I could have sworn it did. Extraordinary. When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there, staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pick brand carrots I love so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin. Olimar is very scientific. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, fighting to survive, and yet I'm intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it and throw it with A. Perhaps I'll call it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to C and X as well. So it was also saying that you can move the camera top down, zoom in and out, and to the back. The other tricks is that the C-stick will command the Pikmin in whatever direction you turn the stick. And they will automatically interact with anything that you push them into when doing that. If you press X, you'll dismiss the Pikmin, and when you have multiple colors, they will sort themselves but by color. Of course, you can press B to whistle, and then A to throw it. Astonishing! The onion has sown more seeds! The small red pellet the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be some type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. So the trick here is, if you hit the top of the flower, like I have been doing, the Pikmin will instantly destroy it. But if you don't instantly destroy it, or if you don't hit the top of it, then they'll just attack the bottom and I'll take it a few hits. So the colors of these pellets are also very important. You need a minimum of 5 to carry it because it has a 5 on it. But you can go up to double what is required. So 10 Pikmin can carry that to increase their speed. If the color of the pellet matches the color of the onion, then you get the full amount and some or bonuses depending. If it doesn't match, then you'll get fewer Pikmin, so it's always worth having the best Pikmin, or Pikmin of the same color. Carry it. Oh, and here's a fun... Oh, I can't do it on this yet. Oh. There's a... It must be when I get to the first proper day, but there's a funny little thing. that you can do with the Pikmin. That's sort of an Easter egg. Also, when Olimar has no Pikmin, he can punch. And he can damage things, but it's very, very little damage. Other useful tips, if you are... Pikmin that are carrying stuff will always carry it to where the most colored Pikmin carrying it, so like if a red and a yellow carry this, then they'll be a 50-50 chance. But like if it was 2 and 3, then it'll go to whichever one has the 3. If it's the ship, they will always carry it to the ship. If you aren't near their location, when they finish a task, they will just become idle. But if you are close by, then once they're finished with their task, they will automatically return to your side. This game is wonderful. And this is still, I mean, this is day 1, so this is just scratching the surface, but they're hitting all the important mechanics. The Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned on Pikmin conduct. Approach and press A to pick sprouts. Press A to grab Pikmin. Release to throw. Press B to call them, X to dismiss. Use C to command and control the group. L, R, and Z control perspective. I shall record all of this in my computer. I can press Y to access the computer. And the engine! The day will end once I collect the engine. Amazing! There's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the Dolphin? If only I had a bunch of small critters that can carry things around. Sometimes if you run in this grass, a beetle will pop out, and if you hit the beetle directly with a Pikmin that you throw, it will create... it'll drop pellets or nectar. Oh, could you not find a spot to carry it? Nope, he can't. He's getting upset because he can't. I think that's all the pellets that I can get today. There's a ship part over there, but I can't do anything about the stone wall because Pikmin can't destroy that. So this game does have you returning to the same levels over and over. When many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always told me I was no good at routine tasks. I guess I'll try to get it all done at once by repeatedly tapping A until I pick all the Pikmin. I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to my group, they become filled with excitement and flushed with a bright color. At other times, they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention, yeah. Dim-colored Pikmin are idle. I think in the later games, they actually made it so you just have to hold A to run and pick all the Pikmin, instead of mashing A. But now I have enough Pikmin for the engine, and I believe this is all the Pikmin I can get on day 1. There we go. So they will automatically carry it back to the ship, so I have nothing to do until they get that done. The music is very nice. It's great music for when you're needing to study or anything. So just relax. Yay! Oh, glorious! With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back towards home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. So any Pikmin that are close to their onions will automatically go back into them at night. Any Pikmin following you will be dismissed back to their onions at night. But any Pikmin that you've left around will die if they're not in either of those places. So you have to be very careful that you have all of your Pikmin with you. One day since impact, I have somehow managed to launch the Dolphin. But I was surprised to see the onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The Dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Hokotate. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my Dolphin in such a short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below. As it holds the keys to my survival, I name it the Forest of Hope. I explore it tomorrow. So, reminders of how well you're doing population-wise, how much you've accomplished in a day, and how much time you have left. Alright, Forest of Hope. And I'll have no reason to go back to the first area until I have blue Pikmin. Which is the last Pikmin that you find. My Dolphin has returned to the surface along with the Pikmin's onion. Being alone on this strange planet makes me somewhat uneasy, so I shall call the Pikmin out of the onion. All I need to do is stand in the light and press A. And there they are. Oh, that one doesn't change. So there will be color changing ones later. Okay, and I can do this little trick now. See ya! Have fun! Alright, the Pikmin can carry me and try to absorb me. And if they do, we get fireworks. Oop. I didn't know about that for a long time, and I've played this game a lot. So all those flowers do re-sprout over time. but they take like 2 or 3 days. So I'm not gonna destroy the yellow ones because I'll save those for when I get the yellow Pikmin. Oh, this grass also can bring up nectar, so I should... Once they destroy that, I will get the nectar. The pennies have arrived! Thank you, sir. I will go by the paper post-haste. Alright, but there we go. Another intriguing discovery. A local variety of grass produces a sort of yellow nectar. When the Pikmin drink this delicacy, they instantly mature into flowers. This apparent Pikmin favorite seems to be full of nutrition. Closer observation is needed to determine the strengths and peculiarities of these flower Pikmin. So now you'll see that they can keep pace with me. Yep, there we go. If you land directly on an enemy with a Pikmin, it'll do extra damage, so it'll insta-kill the little ones. Oh, hey! Nice! Thank you for continuing that subscription. 3 months. Man, it's already been 3 months? That is crazy. Enjoy your silver sword. How dare you! I don't know if it ate him or not. No! It ate some of my Pikmin! Why, it's the Eternal Fuel Dynamo! It has an unlimited energy supply. I won't have to worry about saving electricity anymore. This will make my fight for survival a bit easier. Now it's just picking all the Pikmin. Oh. The beginnings of this game are a little slow, but this whole game is pretty much just this micromanagement of Pikmin. So, while there is plenty more to see, this is the heart of the game. Like, this is sort of all there is, overall. Let's see. If we're fast enough from behind, I believe we can kill him before he has a chance to eat any Pikmin. Oh! He started to munch on some. It is also worth noting that some Pikmin, when flower Pikmin do sometimes just revert back to buds or leaves, even when they would normally die. So it gives them a chance at having an extra hit point. Alright, Pikmin, carry me back. My clock has indicated the coming of noon. From now on, I must pay close attention to the sun meter on my monitor and choose my actions accordingly, so it's best for me to review my monitor's data. Across the top of my monitor are the sun meter and day display. At the bottom are my spacesuit damage meter and Pikmin gauges. From the left, these numbers reflect Pikmin under my command, Pikmin in the field, and total Pikmin, including those in the onions. To adjust my monitor... yeah. Some of the Pikmin were starting to run away, which is why I canceled before the fireworks. But over the course of the game, I will eventually get enough, I will be able to get enough nectar that I'll be able to run with full squads of flower Pikmin all the time, as long as I don't do anything stupid or just get really unlucky. Try to keep as many Pikmin in the pile as I can. I think what? There's only one leaf left in all of that? Yep, he's fallen behind too. But you will eventually get full command of 100 total Pikmin when it's all said and done. You can see in the bottom right, you can have thousands in reserve, but yeah, 100 in the field. And that's total, that is not of each color. And now we have yellow. This be an early game for Alice. Maybe Pikmin 2. Alright. Pikmin 2 is probably the most forgiving of each game. The first and the third one have fail states in that you can run out of time. This one, or the second one, does not have a timer. The color is different, but it seems to be a Pikmin nonetheless. First glance suggests this one has what, in some circles, could be considered very large ears. It looks like it may weigh less than the others. In what other ways might it be different from the red Pikmin? No matter, they are obviously quite similar, so I shall call this one a Pikmin as well. Alright, now I gotta start building up the yellow Pikmin reserves. So in the meantime... I could have sworn there was a way to do that. I wanted to get, I want to get these yellow ones to work. And while they are sprouting more Pikmin, I will get the reds to take back the engine, or this battery. And there's nothing left for the red Pikmin to do, since I just need to build up my reserves of yellow. So I'm going to get put some of the red Pikmin away so I can get more yellow Pikmin. Eternal Fuel Dynamo. This should light things up. No more candles for me. I have now recovered 2 out of 30 parts. If I can find just 3 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Which is to say, I'll be able to unlock the next map. So yellow Pikmin are tricky because you do throw them further. So I am going to put all of the red Pikmin away and focus the last bit of time on yellow Pikmin. Okie dokie. So yellow Pikmin can also... What else can yellow Pikmin do? They go higher and they can use bombs. And those are all the unique traits of the yellows. The red ones are immune to fire, and blue ones can swim. The red ones also deal 50% more damage. Basically, it's just saying I am running out of time. And I want to get that body. Probably don't have enough time. Nope. Don't have enough time. Because those bodies, I think, will disappear overnight. Yep, that's time management for you. And the enemies come looking for Pikmin to eat. Two days since impact. It appears that many of my ship's parts have landed in this region. If I can just recover the parts of my radar, I should be able to use my radar screen. How that would improve my chances, then I'd only have to press Y to locate my parts. Yet, there seem to be many hostile lifeforms here. If I am attacked and my spacesuit takes damage, I must return to my ship, stand in front of it, and press A to make suit repairs. As I explore, I must pay attention to my suit's damage meter in the bottom left. So now the yellow Pikmin will land. You can see they're following me on the map, and I love that. But now they'll land in my starting area. Oh, the flower just... Oh, there it is. Enemies take a little bit of time to respawn as well, so you can make progress that way too. So I don't think you get the color changing plants until you have all three colors of Pikmin, and my camera just died. Lasted longer than it has been the last few nights. Yeah, we do need to troubleshoot it. So it's funny, at this point, I actually don't remember my exact plan. Like, I used to have this game figured out. Oh, there's no point in doing that right now. Never mind. I don't need to unravel that bridge yet. Stop it. Yeah, this game is great. Also, how's it going, Mr. Crane? And now for the most dangerous thing. Bomb rocks. The yellow Pikmin have picked up some peculiar stones. Why did they decide to grab them? This action seems to be instinctive to the yellow Pikmin. But just what are these strange glowing stones? Brightly glowing cracks cover them. Perhaps these cracks indicate there's tremendous power locked away within. This merits further research. The glowing rocks yellow Pikmin picked up seem to be explosive stones. Perhaps they know that these stones can be used as powerful weapons. The bomb rocks are dangerous, so I must take care when using them. But they should be able to blast open stone walls that block the pathways. I may be able to even use them against some wild creatures. I must be vigilant. Yes, Pikmin will divide into groups, and the ones with bomb rocks and without will separate as well. Yep, when there are 100 Pikmin already on the field, the onions will stop. That's all that one was saying. You gotta love the grub areas. Grubs they're so nice. The radar dish! It's my whimsical radar! With this, I'll be able to see all nearby ship parts in a single glance. I just press Y to check it. This fills me with great hope. Let's see. I need even more bomb rocks. Ow. Oh, I lost 2 Pikmin. I need 9 bomb rocks to get through that. I seem to recall needing... Yeah, I need bomb rocks that way as well, but only 3. Yay, radar! Whimsical radar. This important part can detect the locations of the other missing parts. The radar will be added to my monitor, which I can press Y. I only had 2 yellow Pikmin with me, didn't I? Yep. I need 1 more. Ah, dang it, I wasted a bomb. Wow. He just threw that bomb and nuked so many Pikmin. Thanks so much. I didn't tell him to do it. He just did it. Hey, Dungeon Cat. Welcome to, Eridon loses Pikmin stupidly. Because the Pikmin are dumb. How's it going, though? Well, there's, I think, another wall or something. Yeah. And I lost 4 more. That's fine. Okay. We're down to just breaking stuff. Realize how many parts? 3. I just started. Although, if I go grab some bomb rocks, I can get a 4th part right now. Yeah, this is a game I played a lot in my childhood. I mentioned on Discord that I actually played this game so much that there was one night when I went to visit a friend, and I beat the whole game in one night. Looks like I'm gonna be short. That's okay. Damage was done. I just have to wait for more bomb rocks to spawn. Can't go that way because I don't have blue Pikmin yet. Or get more bomb rocks here. Alright, Yeah. It is pretty great. Okay. The Nova Blaster. This emits a dazzling burst of light capable of destroying almost anything. I'm not exactly sure about this, but the promotional brochure claims that its blast can travel into the currents of space-time, smashing through stars and into the rifts of space. Ugh. You know what? I should probably switch to this because the camera's frozen. I'm gonna try and blow down that wall. Like an idiot. Before the sun goes down. Okay, good. Nova Blaster. This is a weapon of such incredible destructive force that it can blast stars into tiny pieces. It has a strange allure. Alright, we good. All the Pikmin... Yeah, I was gonna say, all the Pikmin that were already there should have returned. Did it. I gave a thumbs up, but my camera isn't working, so... I did it. You gotta be ballsy to beat this game, though. Because if you don't, then you won't get all the parts. I now add yellow Pikmin to my list of discoveries. These creatures can wield bomb rocks, so perhaps I can use them to blast down rock walls and open up new regions. Red and yellow Pikmin, as well as bomb rock carriers, break into squads when dismissed with X or when I grab one for a moment holding A. I always feel bad whenever I have Pikmin on the left behind list. So... Alright, well, lurking is always appreciated as ever. Thanks for dropping in. And there's the Pikmin that got planted last night. Oh no, these were some of the Pikmin that exploded. So flower Pikmin have a 50% chance to become seeds when they die. Forgot about that. So right now it's pretty easy to figure out how many of each Pikmin to get, because I could just do it as a 50-50. But once I get the blue Pikmin, that's when the micromanaging challenges really start, because there will be days where I don't really need any of the other colors. Where, like, maybe I only need blue Pikmin or red, or I don't need blues. Blue Pikmin are actually the most limited in functionality, which is disappointing, but, you know. It is what it is. Alright, so actually we can start this day by grabbing the thing that was over here. I love the music that plays when I'm doing this. It's the extraordinary bolt. I bought this incredible bolt because the salesman told me of its extraordinary quality that is indiscernible to the average person. Exactly what makes it so extraordinary is a secret. But just look at it. Extraordinary. Olimar is not very bright, if you hadn't gathered. Alright, normally I would just let them do their thing and I'd go exploring, but since it's not that far away... But with this part, we can go to the next area. Once this day is done. Extraordinary bolt. This bolt's bolt holds the kind of value that only a true connoisseur can understand. I have recovered 5 out of 30 parts, increasing the dolphin's capabilities. My search can now cover a wider area. Yay! Let's see now. Aha! Get back here. Yeah, that beetle is the one that just drops pellets whenever you, Let's see, there's a gear up there. Oh yeah, I have a radar now. Alright, so there is a part up there, but I can't get there because of water. Part up there, which is also blocked by water. And that's blocked by water as well. So I really can't go anywhere without blue Pikmin. I might be able to get this one, actually. Once I finish throwing all the Pikmin. Drop those. There we go. We don't need bomb rocks. Alright. Gonna be swole? Yeah. Swolemar. It's the shock absorber. This apparatus counteracts the shaking and swaying that normally occurs during flight. It's smooth sailing with this piece, usually. Yeah, that's actually why they put him in Smash. because he's so swole. And a Pikmin, I guess, got eaten. So the rest of the day will be spent on... Okay, that's just for more... Stop it. The rest of the day will just be, collecting... food. Since everywhere else is blocked. This nifty little device counteracts the shaking and swaying experienced in typical spaceflight. I have now recovered 6 out of 30 parts. If I can find just 6 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. I want to say there are only six levels. Maybe it's only 5? All I know is the final level is just a boss for 1 part. But you have to have all 29 other parts to get there. I actually want to check something really fast before... Ah! Why'd you follow me, Pikmin? Stop it! Yeah! Welcome to the Silver Sword Club! Glad at least my alert box is working today, though. It feels pretty, almost a little unreal that we are already at 3 months, though. So, I'm still, that's just fantastic, and I'm glad people are still here. I haven't scared them off yet. I need to work harder. I mean, love you guys. You know, I think if I get... Alright, I'm gonna put one poor Pikmin to the test. Whatever. Nope. And now that Pikmin is dead. Oh no, he's okay. But I can't do that. It was worth a shot. Yeah, only the blue Pikmin can swim, so the other Pikmin, that they just drown. Your options are blow the whistle and hope they can get to shore, or throw blue Pikmin out to them, and the blue Pikmin will use their buds to fling the other Pikmin back. Basically, though, yeah, it sucks to be... it sucks to be a Pikmin. Red Pikmin are immune to fire, but if another Pikmin catches on fire, then they just run around on fire until they die. In the later games, they also had poison, so Pikmin could be poisoned, and actually I think that was it. I don't think they added anything else, like status effect wise. So this might wind up being a shorter stream just because the game is so relaxing and casual, and I have been so extra tired today. So I'm probably just gonna go until 10, if that's alright with you guys. You know, chill games like this once in a while are good, but I do have to watch how tired I am when I play them, because if I'm already tired, these kind of games will just make me want to sleep. And I was napping pretty soon before this stream, so... But, you know, these are the nightly reviews, so... on Wednesday, so it's meant to be even potential for shorter streams just to see if we like games and would want to do a full series on them. At the very least, introduce people to games they've probably never heard of. This one's an exception. I think a lot of people have actually heard of and or played Pikmin. But I do hope that some of you who hadn't seen Pikmin before are enjoying it. Like I said, I think they released it on the Switch recently. It is available. There is a Wii version. Oh, that Pikmin tripped. A couple of them tripped. And Pikmin 2 and 3 I know 3 is on the Switch. I never finished 3 or 2. I got pretty far in both, though. Two is interesting, though, because it actually has sort of two... not two endings, but two completion points. You get, how do they work? It's, first you're collecting items for money, and you don't need the money for anything in-game. Your goal is just to get money. Once you hit the money point, then you teleport, or, then your partner, because you have two characters, your partner is lost and another character takes his place. And then you play through that until there's, I don't remember, I think you go through dungeons or something until you find your old partner. But then Pikmin 3 has 3 characters, and where it does have a time mechanic, it is much much more forgiving than this one, because you really just have to make sure that you always have food on hand, and as long as you make sure to grab food every couple days, you have infinite time. With its newly increased functions, the dolphin now lifts higher into the planet's atmosphere. I see a great depression in the woods beneath me. It looks like a belly button in this vast forest. Now that my ship is more stable, I should be able to set it down there. I think it's actually called the Forest Navel. I lost 3 Pikmin in battle. Yeah, actually, I was thinking I would push myself till 10, but I am just feeling really worn out, so I am going to go ahead and just call the stream here, gameplay-wise, because as much as I am having fun and I'm loving revisiting Pikmin, I'm just too exhausted. So, we'll go raid, probably Dragonfire. I do appreciate everybody who did come out tonight. I do apologize for the shorter stream. I will make sure that I am better rested for tomorrow, and we will get back to ReZero. Wow, a lot of people are streaming right now. But we'll give the raid to Dragonfire, since he did drop by earlier. I can never remember all the numbers he has, though. 30280. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching, and have yourselves a great night.